earlier today, Jordan got into just a little discussion online on Twitter with Jake Tapper.
A little tiff.
Yeah, and I wouldn't even call it a tiff. You know, Jordan was pointing out that, hey, CNN, maybe you had those protests because you guys keep counting the superdelegates when they haven't voted yet, right? And they could switch as they did in 2008. It's a great point. It's factual. There's no question about that. Jake Tapper responds with, well, I'm not doing that. I'm on there. I only talk about pledged delegates, which I believe, because Jake Tapper is actually among the better journalists in TV. I mean, are there really any journalists? So I'd put him at almost at the very top of TV guys. Okay.
Which is like being the skinniest guy at Fat Camp.
Yeah, no, it is. And I've criticized Jake's reporting before, and I can show you parts that got me, furious. But he is better than the other guys. That's my opinion, right? And so I believe him when he says that. And then Jordan said, okay, well, how about the rest of CNN? Okay, and then of course that conversation is over, right? Because tonight, it's on right now.
Oh my God.
1,771 delegates for Hillary Clinton, 1,092 for Sanders. You know what that does? That counts superdelegates.
Yeah, but it said right there that, oh no, it doesn't actually mention that at all.
It doesn't mention it. It doesn't clarify that they're counting superdelegates that have not voted. They haven't voted, okay? And previously when superdelegates endorse, they often switch. It happened in the last Democratic primary in 2008. Either they are awful at their job or they're doing it on purpose, right? And either one does not speak well of them. That's why they're having those protests, right? Now, the other good news is, honestly, thanks to you guys, we've become a little gargantuan, right? So now I see other people in the media kind of like, oh, hey, what's up, guys, right? Because in March, we passed 200 million views. I mean, we used to brag about being at 100 million views. Now it's past 200 million. It was 215 million views in March in YouTube and Facebook, right? Daily Beast. Daily Beast. Daily Beast. I don't want to get it on you, Jimmy. Ding. Okay. I mean, they are minuscule by comparison. See, in the old world, it was like, oh, Daily Beast, oh, Tina Brown, I do the glasses, oh, IAC owns it. I say, that's. And today in Washington, still, if you said Daily Beast, Young Turks, they'd be like, well, Daily Beast is legitimate, But
because they had Howard Kurtz at one time.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right. And then they had to fire him for. Jimmy, what was the name of the show that he used to host?
Well, he used to host a show called Reliable Sources, Jank, and he had to leave the program because he filed too many stories that were unreliable.
Okay, so I laugh not because we're doing great, and Guardian had a recent article about this. So the headline was, as Bernie is the political revolution, Young Turks is the media revolution. And the text of the article was a little snarky, it's a self-proclaimed #1 online news show. But actually, you can just do the research, right? And if it turns out I'm full of shit and you find out somebody else is #1, write it, right? So anyway, that's okay. Overall, it was positive. But in that article, you began to see the sea change. And it's not just that article. I'm beginning to get mainstream media guys go, hey, how you guys doing? I think one of the things that changed it, I'm going to keep it super real with you guys, is that we hired Jordan. And so they're like, oh, they're hiring.
Oh, that's interesting. I didn't think about it that way.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, yeah, now you have people in the field and people see them. It was weird when I...
No, Jimmy. It means maybe they hire me.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, son of a bitch. I didn't
And if any journalists are listening, we've actually been having secret talks to hire you, that particular journalist.
Look, as always, thank you guys, right? And so you make the show possible. That's why I brought up the Guardian piece, because in the Guardian piece I explained, who are we, right? Are we great hosts? I mean, maybe some of us are, right? Okay. I mean, but who could argue that Johnny Pie is a great host, right?
I think John is a great host.
I have never argued that.
No, seriously, God bless everybody that works here, and we're okay, right? But it's a revolution. And we happen to have, like Bernie Sanders, we happen to have the right position, right? We got kind of lucky. We're progressives. Our views line up exactly with the progressive millennial views. And so you guys have picked us up in this tidal wave and are carrying us, right? Because I don't want to get too ahead of myself, like by saying we've become that voice or your voice. But I do hear that from people from time to time, and I couldn't appreciate it more. That's the highest compliment you can give us, right? And if we are, lucky enough to be that voice for even a fraction of a time of any given time, thank you, right? And so thanks for making all this possible, and it's also financial. We literally couldn't do it without you. It's tytnetwork.com/join. The members carry this show, and I did an interview this morning that will go up a little bit later on TYT interviews. It was with Douglas Rushkoff. He is a genius in where the web is going, etc. And he's the guy who coined the term viral media, right? He's coined many of the terms that we use now, etc. And he's a forward thinker. And he said, look, a lot of these other companies are built to blow up because you're supposed to, grow really fast in 18 to 24 months, and then to sell to someone or to go into the stock market, make all your money, and then retire, right? Whereas we've done something crazy. We built a real business because it's built on you guys, right? Like, because there's actual viewers. It's not BS. We didn't buy the views. We didn't do anything like that. So thanks to you guys, we can actually sustain this.
Yes.
And membership is how we sustain it, tytnetwork.com/join, okay? And I tell you that, and I hope that doesn't annoy you, but you made this wall, the studio possible through the studio donations at Indiegogo.
The second
You
toilet
guys-
in my house.
No.
I have
Jimmy, a second toilet in his house.
It's a big deal. It saved my marriage, Jenk.
No, but
Thank you.
The most important thing that it's done, okay, is give us freedom, right? The freedom to
Yes.
speak the truth. And I love that. I love that I can say anything I want to say based on the facts that I've researched, and I don't have to worry about anyone coming after me and saying, you know what, Anna, you might want to tweak your tone. You might want to be careful with criticizing that corporation. No, I can criticize whoever I want. And it's great.